Hi friends, we're going to be doing lesson 15 in our fraction unit or mission, so lesson 15. And what we're going to be doing is place any fraction on a number line with endpoints 0 and 1. Okay? So remember in our last lesson we have this one whole unit. I can't chop this in half. This is one whole unit. And they want us to use a number line now, so I'm going to draw my number line like this. Okay, so the beginning of my one unit is right here. This is 0. And then the end of my one whole unit, and this is one whole unit, is right here. If I wanted to show 2/3, how many equal parts are in the whole? If I said I want to see 2/3, how many is the whole? Well, here's the one whole. We know that the same number on top and bottom equals one whole. So it's 3/3. So how many lines? I need to make 2 lines to chop this up. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around here. If I had 1/3 here, and I'm going to make a mark, and then I have another third here, I'll make a mark, and then here's my next third right here. And all of these together makes one whole, just like we said, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if this first mark is 1/3, this next mark, I have to add another part, 1/3, is 2/3, because I just added 2 of these. And then again, my final is 3/3, 3/3. Okay? Now they want us to do, to show only 2/3. Okay? So to show only 2/3 on our number line, it would be right here, 2/3. Okay? So how do I do that with a number bond? Because they also want us to make a number bond. All right, so we know that 3, let me do this. So I'm going to just draw a line. This is another part of our lesson. If I know that 3/3 equals 1 whole, I'm going to start like this. So that's my 1 whole. And then I know that they're wanting me to put 2/3 and connect it to my whole, and 1/3 and connect it to my whole, just like this. So what would the fraction be? This would be 2/3, and this would be 1/3. And again, if we added these together, we would get 3/3. Okay? All right, nice job. Let's try another one. Okay. I'm going to erase this part. Okay, so I have my one whole unit right here, and I want to break it up into 3/5. If I want to break it up into 3/5, how much is my one unit? What would that look like in a fraction? So I know 5 is on the bottom. To equal 1 whole unit, I have to have the same number on top as in the bottom. Okay? So if I know that if I take the bottom number here, take 1 away. That's 4 lines. I need to make 4 lines, or cut it 4 times. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and let's see, I think I measured that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now on yours it doesn't matter so much because I'm using these toys. I wanted to make sure I'm measuring correctly because I didn't want to confuse you. Alright, so here we go. This is 1 whole unit, and I'm dividing this into fifths. So here's 1. So this is 1/5. Then I add another one, and this is 2/5. Okay, and then I add another one, and this is 3/5, because now I've added 3 parts. If I add another one, it's 4/5, because now I have 4 parts. And then again, the last part to make 1 whole unit, to equal 1 whole unit, it's 5/5. Alright, so let's look at the number bond. So if 5/5 equals 1 whole unit, then, and I'm trying to show 3/5. I'm trying to show 3/5. I have 3/5 here. What do I need over here to equal 5/5? So if I have 3/5 right here, how many more do I need to equal 5/5? 1, 2. So I would have 2/5 in this part of the number bond. Again, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Alright, we'll keep doing this. Okay. Let's go to our exit ticket and our notes. We'll start with our notes. Okay. Alright. We always have to remember to always have our highlighter available, because that's important. Label the end points in fifths. Partition the number line into fifths. So we're supposed to partition. Then find and label 3/5. Okay. Alright, so what they're asking us to do is make fifths. Okay. So we know that they're showing us this is our 1 whole. So to make 1 whole, it's 5/5 because we're making fifths. Partition the number line into fifths and then find the label 3/5. Okay, so this is something we haven't talked about. 0, it would be 0/5 because that's 0. 0/5, right? Okay, so when you're doing fifths, how do I know how many lines to divide this up into? You take 1 away from the bottom number, which is 4 lines. So we're going to make 4 lines. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should have 5 parts. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this first mark right here is 1 part of 5. The second part here is 2/5. The third part is 3/5. The fourth part is 4/5. And finally we have this 1 whole is 5/5. So they're asking us find and label 3/5. Find and label 3/5. That's right here. Okay. All right. There's an arrow, so we're going to turn our page over. Okay, again, it says, get our highlighter out, label the end points fourths. Then partition to label 3/4. Finally, make a number bond that represents your number line. Okay, this is okay, guys. All right, so we have, it says fourths. So right away, I'm just going to write 4/4 because I want to remember what they're asking me. So 1 whole unit is going to be 4/4. 0 is 0/4. There's nothing available. 0. Okay? Now, how many 4s do I need? How many lines do I need to divide this line up? So we take the bottom number, take away 1, and that means 3 lines. I need to draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. We should have 4 parts. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the first part is 1/4. Then we add another part, that's 2/4. Then we add another part, that's 3/4. And then finally we add a fourth part, which is 4/4. Let's go back to our directions. So we did the endpoints, we partitioned and label 3/4. Okay, now we have to find 3/4. 3/4. So here's my 3/4. I labeled it. And now they want us to make a number bond. Okay, so we know that we start with the whole. 4/4 equals 1 whole, like this. And they're asking about 3/4. So we're going to put 3/4 in this circle, and then how many more do we need to get to 1 whole unit? How many more? We need to add 1 more 1/4 more to get to 4. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. Okay, let's go to our exit ticket. All right, estimate and label and the given fraction on the number line. So we're going to label the fraction on the number line. Be sure to label the fractions at 0 and 1. Write the fractions above the number line. Okay, so we're going to write the fraction above the number line, and then they want us to draw a number bond to match your number line. Okay, so we have, first we have, so they're giving us 3/5. So we know 1 whole unit has to equal 5/5. And we know we're going to use 5 because they're giving it to us, 3/5. So how many lines do I need to break? Break it up. You take the bottom number, 5, minus 1 equals 4. So I'm going to divide it into 4, take 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one is always going to be 0/5. Okay. This one part is 1/5. Then we add another part, 2/5. So here's 1, 2. Now we're going to add another one, 3/5, and another one, 4/5. They want us to identify or label the 3/5 part right here, 3/5. Okay. Now they want us to make a number bond. So we know 5/5 equals 1 whole unit. Okay. They're asking us to do 3/5. And then how many more do we need to get to 5/5? Well, here we go. 1. We can jump 1, 2. 2/5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay. All right, turn the page, and I can see I'm running out of time, so I will post this. Thank you. Kiss your brain.